So here's the thing. I was informed late that you had this violation.
Enjoy the video, hit the like button.
Hey, Judge. So there was a supplemental report sent into the court in November. There were some concerns in regards to some positive UAs, a admitted use, and some failed BRCAs on his device. All of these occurrences happened in July of 2025. The court was not notified of these until November of 2025. In July of 2025, a TAP was completed. And at the time, the recommendation was for him to do SATIV. He has completed his DWI education, his victim impact panel, and provided his DNA sample. After July, he has not had any positive UAs. That's August, September, October, November, and December. And he has not presented any high BRCAs on his device. He does tell me that he is attending AA 2 times a week. And I would ask that the court consider if we can do intensive outpatient treatment and continue his AA meetings. I believe with speaking with him, he understands that he cannot drink. And at that time, I think some things were just happening in his life and he did not know how to possibly handle them. But speaking with him, he's on the right track at this time. So we're asking that intensive outpatient be mandated.
All right. So here's the thing. I was informed late that you had this violation. And one of the notes that's on this supplemental report for me is that inpatient treatment would have a significant impact on your family. And I'm sure the impact would be financial because you're an inpatient, you can't provide for your family. These are things that you need to think about when you're thinking about drinking. Because when you're on probation, you're not allowed to drink alcohol, and especially with the offense that you're charged with. I always tell people you need to stay clean and sober for yourself, but if you don't want to do it for yourself, you have to do it for your family. And if you're around people who are drinking or who are encouraging you to do, because I know sometimes that happens when people will tell you, oh, just one more drink, one more this, you need to start thinking about your family if you're not thinking about yourself and your sobriety. Do you understand?
Yeah. I have declined several invitations, to family gatherings and stuff like that. Honestly, on Christmas Day, I was by myself, but New Year's Eve, I was with my in-laws. So I was, around, good folk and around surrounded by all that, substance and, like I told her, I've been doing AA meetings, twice, 3 times a week, from 8 to 9, and sometimes just spending time with my family because I don't know what's going to happen. And I just got a brand new home December 12th, closed on it, and I got that from the family. So I feel like I'm on the right track, doing this thing of life, well now. I'm understanding everything now, just thinking like how I should be, like a 28-year-old man, who just wants to provide for his family. And the little one, we take her to speech therapies twice a week, Tuesdays at 4, Wednesdays 4:30. So it's just kind of tough, just to let that let my wife handle all that just because of my bad decisions and my choices.
Okay. All right. So this is, well, probation, you're asking for intensive outpatient. Do you think, based upon what he's saying and the fact that he's doing sober support meetings, do you think we should just start with outpatient treatment and then if more is needed, do intensive, or you think we should start with intensive?
We can start with supportive, Judge.
Okay. So here's the thing. If supportive outpatient treatment is not working for you, you need to let probation know. Nobody's going to revoke you because you say you need more treatment. Probation is designed for you to realize what your triggers are so you won't come back to court anymore. Okay? Is there anything else you need from the court?
As of now, no, ma'am.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll order supportive outpatient treatment and you to do sober support meetings at least once per week. And if you ever think you're going to drink, pick up the phone, call probation. You know what they're going to do? They're going to make sure that you get in touch with somebody who can help you, maybe not take that drink. When you're doing your sober support meetings, talk to people and see who will be a good sponsor for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes people years to figure out the sponsor that they mesh with very well. So you need to do that. So you'll have a support system where people you can call.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.